We did an amazing story recently about how scientists found a way to reverse the aging process in mice. Now, when I read that story, I was ecstatic. Because if there's anything that scares me to death, and I know it's inevitable, it's the idea of aging. You know, eventually we all die. It is what it is. That happens. But we also get older, and your body just breaks down in real time. It's like, oh, wow, I used to be able to do that thing, and now I can't do it. Well, that sucks. So when I read the story about, hey, scientists reversed the aging process in mice, I realized, well, at least it's theoretically possible in human beings. Now, do we know whether or not what happens in mice will translate over to humans? No. It's certainly an indicator, but it doesn't mean for sure that it will translate over. And I haven't seen any updates on that story. I haven't seen any new trials or whatever it is. I know it's a long process probably until we get to the point where this stuff is really at a point where we could actually use it for whatever reason, whether it's to get rid of Alzheimer's or limit dementia, or there's a million reasons why you could use stuff like this. But there's a new story out today that's equally as fascinating, and it seems like it's out of a science fiction movie. Quote, older mice got stronger, exercised longer, and performed better mentally after they were injected with blood from young mice. Okay. I really feel like we're in a horror movie now, right? The idea that we're like all vampires, old people are going to start killing young people and sucking their blood through a straw. Oh, this toddler's got some juicy blood. Somebody's going to make that into a GIF or a GIF or whatever it's called, and it's going to look like I'm blowing somebody. Don't do it. Don't do it. Anyway, but they also said that it's not just the blood that makes the older mice younger. They say it might actually be a specific substance in the blood that's abundant. The two other papers from Harvard University focused on the substance that is more abundant in the blood of younger mice than old. That protein, called GDF11, is also found in human blood, and its concentration does appear to decline with age. So it might be that this specific protein, GDF11, if you increase the amount of that protein in a human body, it might limit or slow down the aging process, and it might not just be that, hey, the blood of young people, put it into older people, and voila, you're done. But it also struck me that nobody ever thought of this idea before now. Like, it seems like that would be first on the drawing board of, like, a bunch of idiots sitting around trying to figure out the fountain of youth. Like, nobody brought this up beforehand. Nobody said, hey, I have an idea. Why not take the blood running through the young people and see if you put it in old people, what happens? That might make you younger, no? I mean, it's younger blood. Younger equals younger? It kind of seems like a tautology, no? Now, granted, look, I'm being a dick here because I don't know fucking science. My expertise is political science, which is not actual, biology. So I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, but it seems like it would have been something that people should have exercised or tried out a long time ago. But either way, this is really, really interesting. Again, I need to put the massive caveat. We don't know if it's going to transfer from mice to humans, but it's an indicator that it will, And, God, if we can get some sort of pill that actually represents the fountain of youth, and even if it's not like, hey, you can live forever, because, I mean, think about it. If we have a planet where you live forever, it wouldn't be possible to survive. There's not enough natural resources, and we would just exponentially grow even faster, and it's impossible. But the idea that we can, extend the average life, for example, maybe to 100 years old, 150 years old, and maybe you can make people healthier throughout those 100 years or 150 years that they live, that's really exciting to me, Or at least getting rid of the symptoms of old age that everybody kind of fears, the losing your mind, losing your physical ability, even doing that. Even if you keep the average age the same length, but you can make people function like a 40-year-old when they're 80, that would be fantastic also. But I think the takeaway here is that there's no limit to what science can do, And oftentimes you get the idea that, it could be used for bad, because it does sound like a vampire. Like, hey, we just learned mice can be vampires, or humans potentially could be vampires. But at the same time, you realize that the fucking sky's the limit when it comes to scientific advancement. That we actually could get to a point where we can cure old age. Something that in the past is just totally outside of the realm of possibility we might be able to do. In the same way that the idea of eradicating polio was outside of the realm of possibility. Getting rid of measles, same thing. Coming up with something that can get rid of infections, penicillin, like what the fuck was that about? Oh, hey, we're able to cure shit now. Like, whoa, all right, that's wild, that's great. Like, we can continue to advance. We just need to fund all the research, and we just need to throw our resources at science because it really is the only hope for the future of human beings.